Um, so you see the title of today's show, Spittin, Not Kickin'. That's in reference to Draymond Green. Yeah, as in spitting the facts and not kicking people in their ball sack. Right, Draymond Green for the Golden State Warriors. Obviously, the Warriors are based in Oakland. Has some really, really profound thoughts on the Raiders leaving the city. So we'll get into that in depth. We'll also talk about what the Raiders are already doing. We'll get into celebration roles or rules in the NFL, celebration rules, shmelatation rules. We'll get into that. Roger Goodell speaks. NBA talk. Warriors get a nice win last night. Speaking of the Warriors, the Atlanta Hawks get a nice win. Some other little scores from the NBA last night. The association. Lonzo Ball now talking a little bit of smack. He got it from his daddy. We'll talk about that. Speaking of, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Speaking of the celebration thing with Roger Goodell and the NFL, so y'all know me, and we'll talk more about this story later. But I'm a fan of celebration. I'm a fan of enjoying yourself and having a good time. I'm the antithesis, or the actual. What's the word for it? I can't even come up with the word right now. I'm the complete opposite. I'm the complete opposite of the mentality in baseball. I think it's all about having fun. You're playing sports, it's supposed to be about having fun. And so I thought about this whole celebration thing that they got going on in the NBA or the NFL, and some of the changes that they're going to make about, celebrating in the end zone. I started thinking about it, man. Today, I'm going to give you the top five end zone celebrations of all times. Oh, boy. Yeah, I did a lot of research on this, and I used to be a kid when I was in Little League football. I danced in the end zone back in 1978. Shut up. I did. So today I'm going to give you the top 5 end zone celebrations of all times, kind of like in honor and conversation about, the latest news on the NFL and celebrating touchdowns and celebrating period in the league. So we'll get to that. Once again, the number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. But the big story, kind of still having a little bit of fallout, is the Raiders moving to Oakland, and Draymond Green goes ham on the organization picking up and packing and moving to Las Vegas. Once again, we'll get into that story in depth in the next segment, but I got a question for y'all, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. And, I'm like George Wallace, the comedian. I be thinking. Shut up, I do be thinking. So I be thinking, man, why is it just like a foregone conclusion that the Raiders are going to Las Vegas and taking that name and those colors and that mascot, I guess a pirate with a patch over his eye? Now follow me on this. And I want to get your thoughts. When we get back from the break, I'll jump right into the chat and read some of your thoughts on what I'm about to talk about here. But, why is it it seems like, to me, that's a foregone conclusion that they're going to Vegas and the Raider name, the colors, the silver and black, the mascot, and everything is going with them. Now, this isn't a new thing, obviously. Teams move all the time. But, I'm trying to figure out what determines whether you take the team name, colors, mascot, legacy with you. So, a couple of different instances where this has happened in the past. And, teams move, not all the time, but teams do move, all right, from one city to the other. I remember when I was growing up, the St. Louis Cardinals moved from St. Louis to Arizona, and they took the team mascot and the colors and everything. They didn't change anything at all. You know about the Cleveland Browns, when the Browns, Art Modell up and left and went to Baltimore. What about when the Colts, when the Baltimore Colts left and went to Indianapolis? Everything stayed the same with them. How about when the Oilers left Houston? And I remember all of these. How about when the Oilers left Houston to go to Tennessee? If you remember, when they went to Tennessee at first, they tried to take all, everything Houston Oilers, like the colors, the mascot, the logo, the name, everything went with them to Tennessee. And then I think like over a couple of years, like the people in Houston were so offended by that. And I guess maybe the people in Tennessee, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, maybe the people in Tennessee kind of felt like Oilers has nothing to do with Tennessee. Oilers is specific to Houston and oil money and all of that type of culture down there in the state of Texas, that they were like, freak it. And they came up with the Titans. Even in basketball, you remember when and I think I mentioned this yesterday, you remember when the Supersonics left Seattle and they went to, first they went for like a year or two, they went to San Antonio. But then they picked up and they moved to OKC and they changed everything. Like they got rid of the colors, no more yellow and green. And they got this, orange, blue, and white now in OKC. Even going back, a couple of teams that I don't even remember, but it's kind of interesting. What about the Utah Jazz? The Jazz came from New Orleans. And when you think about it, it makes sense. Jazz, New Orleans. When they went to Utah, why the hell did they keep the Jazz name? Right. Why did they keep the Jazz name when they went to Utah? I don't think that Mormons are too into jazz. A couple others I don't remember as well. The St. Louis Hawks moved from St. Louis to Atlanta. I don't remember that. Why did they keep Hawks as the mascot? They were the Hawks in St. Louis as well. And the biggest one, I'm a Laker fan. The Lakers left Minneapolis, which what's the city of 1,000 lakes or something like that, that they call Minneapolis. So they left Minneapolis, which are the Lakers, and I guess maybe because they never got another team, it wasn't a big deal. And that was probably a small market. But they left Minneapolis. They went to L.A., and they kept the Lakers' name. I don't think they kept the colors. I think the Lakers actually had like some light blue in their uniform back in the day or whatever. Light blue and white and red, I believe, in Minneapolis. But they left Minneapolis, went to Los Angeles, and kept the name. And so the Lakers continue. And here's the thing about it, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Like a lot of times I feel like there's new marketing opportunities. There's a new revenue stream that you can create if you are the Houston Oilers and you go to Tennessee. You create this whole new name and it's good. It kind of identifies with the city. Like if you're in Tennessee, if you're in Nashville, Tennessee, did you really want to go around buying Oiler paraphernalia? You see what I'm saying? So I always feel like, man, if I move the team, damn it, if I'm from the original city, you leave everything here. Kind of like what the Browns did when they left Cleveland. They went to Baltimore. They got a new mascot. They got new colors. That's a good thing, So if I'm Oakland, I'm first of all going to be upset, and it is different. I think it's a little bit different than when they left Oakland and went to L.A. because it's in the same state, okay? So I do think it's slightly different. They're leaving the entire state of California, and they're going to Las Vegas. So if I'm Oakland, if I'm an Oakland Raider fan, and I think part of it has to do with the historical significance of the organization. And so the Raiders are Oakland. The black and the silver and the pirate once again without an eye. That's Oakland. So if I'm Oakland, if I'm in Oakland, if I'm a fan of the Oakland Raiders and I live in Oakland, I don't want to see that go to Las Vegas. And conversely, if I'm in Las Vegas, I would want a new identity. I remember when the XFL was in motion, and the XFL had a team in Las Vegas. They were the what were they? The Outlaws. I think they were the Vegas Outlaws. Like, that's cool. That was cool. Yeah. Like I thought that nickname, that mascot was cool because it was perfect. It was the Outlaws, and it was the Wild Wild West, and it's the desert or whatever. Even like if you're in Vegas right now, man, don't you think it'd be cool to come up with a new name, something attached to gambling? Like maybe the Las Vegas Gamblers. You come up with new colors, a new mascot. I mean, there's so many different things that you could do. You know, it just feels wrong to take that Raiders name, the colors from Oakland, transferred to Vegas, when Vegas could do a lot of new things with that opportunity, with that marketing opportunity. And then, you know, maybe Oakland gets another team. What happens? Like the same situation what happened with the Browns when they went to Baltimore. Like what happens if Oakland gets another team? Like those fans, those people have always had the Oakland Raiders. What happens if the Oakland fans, the city of Oakland, gets another professional sports franchise? It's possible, I would think. I mean, they're one of the bigger cities in the country. They got basketball. They got baseball with the A's. They got the Golden State Warriors. You're talking about the Bay Area. So they have money. They actually have the population to support a football team. Clearly they do. They tried to make a deal. It didn't work, and it is what it is. But I guess my one question I'm asking y'all is, what's the determiner on should you take the name or not? What's the determiner if you're a new city? Should you keep the old name from the old city, or should you create your own identity? What are your thoughts on that? I don't know. Like, I just thought about that. We've been talking a lot about this story. Obviously, it's a big-ass story. But that's like, it popped in my mind. Like there was a big thing when the Oilers left Houston. You know? It was a big thing. Like, that was disrespectful. The Oilers in Tennessee? That didn't make sense. You know? Kind of like the same thing with the Supersonics as well. And, you know, would it have that Space Needle out there? And it's something to do with that. And them going to Oklahoma City, it just didn't feel right. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? When we get back from the break, man, we're going to talk about what Draymond Green had to say about it. The Raiders going to Vegas. And listen, don't get it twisted. Y'all have heard me say it. Las Vegas is probably my favorite place in the world that I've been to. Number one. But I don't know. I just feel real bad for the fans, man, in Oakland. When we get back, I'm going to read some of your chat messages, get some of your thoughts on does the name go or stay. And we'll also talk about what Draymond Green had to say. 443820338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Don't go away. Back in 3 minutes.
That's what she is. That one ain't red, but it cool with me though, you know. Keep some heels on. Sweat tennis shoes sometime. Probably cut the rag. Yeah. I like her though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
This is for the sexy ladies. The way you move it, baby, yeah, it's driving me crazy. And you should use your loving to taste me. I need a fly chick to upgrade me. She amazing. This is for the sexy ladies. The way you move is driving me crazy. And you should use your loving to taste me. I need a fly chick to upgrade me.
Put your high heel boots on, baby. I don't wanna know you if your ass fugazi. I need a gangster boo just to have my baby. Girl, you so crazy. You gotta use your energy, you can't be lazy. I told you, girl, if you wanna go, just page me. The way you handle biz, yeah, you really amaze me. And you should use your loving to tase me. I'm shocked, I ripped, I rocked, I popped. I mean, before we got butt naked and did our thing, man. Okay, the way you bling make a brother wanna sing. All hype before I turn off the lights like sweet dreams. I love her in the heels, standing tall like a Barbie doll. Gone like no other, told her mama that I love her. Yeah, I'm on another level. Shouted real cool, plus a lace front of fool. She amazing.
Ladies, the way you move it, baby, yeah, it's driving me crazy. And you should use your loving to taste me. I need a fly chick to upgrade me. She amazing. This is for the sexy ladies. The way you move is